Warning sign number 8 that you've outgrown your financial advisor is your advisor is an asset gatherer, not a wealth manager. If your advisor is spending more time at charity golf outings than reviewing your investment or tax strategy, if their Instagram is all networking and wine tasting and none of it's about planning or execution, that's a red flag. In this video, I'm going to explain why most advisors tend to be really good salespeople and really poor at actually managing their clients' wealth. Here's what an asset gatherer typically does. They love first meetings, and that's how they're wired. They want to win new clients and earn more assets, but the issue is they tend to vanish as soon as they get your money. Right after you sign up, right after you give them more assets, they tend to disappear because servicing, managing investments, tax strategies, none of those things are in their DNA. They are wired to simply look for more assets and more clients. So let me give you the inside scoop, because I started off my career back in 2000 at a very, very large financial services company. And one of the first things we were required to do was generate a list called the Project 100. That was 100 friends and family members that we were supposed to annoy and irritate in an effort to try and get them to come in and potentially do business with us, or maybe even more importantly, buy a product from us. So the issue is when you enter the industry, that's how a lot of these financial advisors have been trained. They've been trained to focus on the sales aspect of the business. And I can tell you, many financial advisors are taught the sales process, whether that means cold calling, going door to door, or having people meet them at the library for pizza night. That's what they're taught to do, and they really aren't experts at all the other stuff that actually matters for you. Now, on the flip side, here's what a real wealth manager does. Well, first things first, they actually understand your entire financial picture. And that's important because, as I've mentioned in other videos, everything we do as it relates to our wealth management situation, it's all interconnected, it's all integrated, and you need to work with somebody who understands everything. They bring to you proactive ideas and proactive strategies that can help you not just today, but hopefully over the course of the next several years. They coordinate your taxes, your estate planning, your investments, your insurance. Everything works together, and they need to make sure that everything's integrated and working together harmoniously. They're also going to track your goals and obviously course correct and adjust over time. If all of a sudden the ship is offline, they're going to do whatever they have to do to recalibrate, re-navigate to get you back on track. And here's why the majority of financial advisors are so focused just on asset gathering and not actually on helping their clients holistically. Many advisors, they're brought into the industry and they're first and foremost taught to sell. They're not taught all the education that's required from a tax or legal or investment standpoint. They're not educated on how to best strategize for their clients or actually service their clients at all. They are compensated when they bring those new bodies through the door. And I can tell you, once your money is managed, they tend to move on to the next client because they've already earned your business. One of the other huge issues here, it's very rare that they understand how to ask you the appropriate questions to determine what your goals are, what your concerns are, and then use your answers to actually develop a strategy that's going to be best for you, not some cookie cutter strategy that they shoehorn into every single client's financial plan. In both CEG Worldwide and the Oxley Institute, they back this stuff up. According to CEG, they say that successful clients want advanced planning and proactive service. They're not interested as much in the reactive service. They don't want to bring the problems to their financial advisor. They want a financial advisor who's actually thinking about what might happen in the future and working on ways to mitigate risks that could pop up at some point down the road. And according to the Oxley Institute, the top complaint from affluent investors is a lack of strategic guidance post-onboarding. This is a pattern. This is a common theme, and it's a problem. So here's a quick little litmus test. Think about this. When was the last time your advisor brought you a new strategy? When's the last time they solved a real problem for you beyond just sending out their cookie cutter boilerplate market commentary week after week or month after month? And then the next question is, do you actually feel that they are serving you and really doing a good job taking care of you and your concerns and giving you peace of mind? Or do you feel like you were sold? If your advisor is chasing their next client while you're waiting on answers, you're hoping for some proactive strategy or maybe ways to mitigate some potential risks, it's probably time for a change. We actually reward depth of service at our firm, not asset gathering. If you're interested, I'd suggest you go to tepperzoom.com, schedule a 30-minute Zoom with me, and we can try and figure out, based on how your situation looks, whether or not it might make sense for one of the advisors on our team to do a confidential wealth strategy audit of your situation.